Hello and welcome to Paper Plays Julie K.
Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by to check out my latest video. And today I have kind of a linen and lace doily type haul to share with you guys. And this actually came from, it's not really a haul per se, but it's a gift that was gifted to me from my mom's neighbor. She did do some closet clean out. Again, she has been very generous with me in the past with items. She gave me some Italian lace a year or two ago, which I have been slowly using. I've been trying really hard not to hoard. But again, she went through her closets and cleaned up some more stuff out. And so she had a lot of linens and a little bit of lace to share with me again, and some doilies. And so I thought I would share that with you guys because some of these are absolutely stunning that I just had to share them with you. And so the first two, she did gift me some of these before in the past. And so she gave me another piece of this, and it has a little blue in it. And I know that this was something that she had picked up in Italy when she was in Italy. She and her husband traveled a lot with the military, and so she did live in Italy for a while. And so this was one of the items that she gifted me. And I do have some of this from before that she had shared with me. And then this also in white, so this would have been like maybe a table runner, which I think that's beautiful. I love that. I can't wait to use that on some sort of project. And then this item too, I was in love with this one when I found it. Again, I believe it's, you know, a table runner of some sort. But look at that. Isn't that stunning? It's kind of a, you know, kind of a goldish color. But beautiful, beautiful piece. And she is aware that I repurpose things. A couple of these items that she gifted me, I might just use and lay over some of the stuff in my craft room until I'm inspired to use it on something. This one too, I think, is probably one of my favorite things that she gifted. So I don't think I'm going to be able to cut this one up. I'll probably find a table or something in my craft room or a shelf to lay this one over. But I do believe that this one was from Italy when she lived there. But look at the beautiful lace on the side of this. And this would have been, most of the linens that she shared with me would have been like card table sized linens, tablecloths that she shared. But isn't that stunning? I mean, look at the lace, and then look at the, I don't even know what you kind of call this, the lace or whatever it is. But I just love this one. And it's in great condition. I know one or two of them I think had like some stains on them of some of the stuff that she sent. But this one is in perfect condition. So I don't see myself really using this one anytime soon. I'm going to put it over something in my craft room or a table or something. Just because I really love that one. And then here's one that was crocheted. And I know that she is crafty, so I'm not quite sure if she crocheted this one or not, but that'll be fun to use on something. There is a little stain on that one, and everything was kind of pressed and cleaned, so I know that she probably has tried to wash. So if there's stains, I know that she's probably tried to wash them out, just because everything was pressed and so nice when she sent it. So the next pile I have is, I'll start off with some doilies that she sent, which I love all these doilies that she gifted me. Here is this first one. It looks like tatting to me, but it could also be crocheted. I'm not quite sure. But beautiful. And then it's very similar style on this one. And I'm not sure, maybe a machine can make these too. I'm not sure. Just because I do have a couple in my stash already that look like this in different sizes, so I'm not 100% sure on that, but I like the look of it, and to me it looks somewhat like it's been tatted. So that's what I'm going to call it, even though it probably isn't, but beautiful pieces. So those are those three. And then here's kind of an older doily. which I love that one. It's very pretty. Here is another, like, I don't know if you want to call it a doily or just a, you know, a little covering for a little stand, you know, plant stand or something. But isn't that one stunning too with the lace around it? Oh, gorgeous. And that one I think came from Italy. Here is a vintage Battenberg doily. Oh, look at that. Isn't that stunning? I just love that one, and I love the color of that one. Oh, I don't know what you guys think or what your favorite things are when it comes to linens and lace. But I do love that one. And so again, here's kind of the same style, but more oval for the first ones that I showed you of the doilies. And then here's kind of some more. This one's oval also with the little edging around it. Beautiful. Here is a square one. I just love the trim on the edges of these ones. And this one's exactly the same, so I'm not going to open that one up. Here is kind of like a little placemat. I know in the past, her name is Joanne that shared these with me. She shared a table runner like this before that she had picked up in Italy, and that one, she had a big stain on it when she gave it to me, but she said she knew I could use it. And I have used a little bit of the lace off of that one. And then I also took off the flowers and the tassels to use on projects. But now she came across the little placemats that matched it, and so she gifted those to me. But it's just some gorgeous trim and the little tassel with the flower on the sides. So there was 2 of those that she gifted me. Here's another one, but a larger kind of table scarf, if you want to call it. And I love that one. Matches kind of those smaller ones I shared with you. Here is another beautiful one. And so you can see it's kind of slightly almost as long as what you can see on the camera, just a little bit longer, with that gorgeous edging on it and then some embroidery work on it. Here's another large kind of oval shaped one. This one has like Battenberg type lace on the side, which it's gorgeous on that one. Here is another kind of another little table runner, and it would help if I have it the right way so you guys can kind of see it. And I'll hold that one up close too. This one, some of them had tags on them, but this one I think was also one that she had picked up when she was in Italy. But isn't that stunning? And I don't think that this one has anything wrong with it. So again, this one might not make it into the craft drawer. I might put it on something in my craft room, or I'll share it with a friend in some happy mail. Here is another stunning one. Another one I believe that came from when she was abroad. But look at the lace on this one. Isn't that beautiful? Again, another little table runner or dress or scarf, whatever you want to call them. Again, that's the lace on that one. This one does have some staining, but it is embroidered on this one. Again, it's kind of a little table runner. And so there's some flowers there and some flowers on this side. But beautiful piece. I know Joanne liked blue, so I do have a lot of blue like tablecloths to share with you that she gifted me. Here's another little one, that little, dress or scarf that she gifted me. This one has a little bit of staining on it, but not much. I think this one would take tea dye nicely. It might even make kind of a nice little cover for a journal. This one would. It's about the perfect size, I think. So I might use that one for something. This one has some staining on it. It has some some work on the side of it, and you can see a little bit of staining or discoloration. Again, it was kind of a table runner. This one had a flower in the middle of it, parts of it. So this one's quite long. Again, it's another little dresser scarf, and so that's what it looks like. Great. And of course I can't get it all on camera, so this would be a very long table runner. This one's so far the longest one that I've shown you guys. But there's a lot of very usable pieces on this, even with that staining, so I'm not too concerned about not being able to use this one on projects, because I like the vintage feel to this one. And I think with that staining that was on there, if I wanted to use this part of it on something, I think it would take tea dyed quite well. The next pile that I have to share with you is kind of a bunch of different things in here. So she did gift me some vintage hankies that are blue. I love that one. It's gorgeous. And then I don't know, like, if these ones were originally like napkins, maybe. I don't know. But they have been hand embroidered. They're little squares. They could have maybe been dresser scarves or something like that too. But there is 2 of those that she gifted me. Here's also another little square. Again, I'm not quite sure if this was a hanky or like a little napkin with a little bit of cut work on it. But I love the color of that one. Another vintage hanky that she shared with me. This one's a little bit more delicate. And then here's a gorgeous little rose colored hanky. And there's a couple of those. And then here's another blue little hanky. And then this one I also know is Italian because there was a tag on it. And this is like a square tablecloth. And I'm not going to be able to open it all up on camera. But I did want to show you a few pieces of it. There's some cut work in this and some beautiful lace. And it's interesting because it almost looks like Renaissance type people inside of the lace. So right here and then also here. And so I'll just kind of hold this up so you can kind of see it better on camera. You know, you can kind of see the face of a person and there's some cut work in it and just gorgeous lace. And so it kind of seemed like the people kind of repeated themselves, but there was, you know, the pattern, and this is folded in half, so there's, you know, this image here, and that was the same on the back side, and then also there's 4 here in the middle of what would have been like an X kind of shaped thing in the middle of like a square. Like I said, it was kind of like a square table, card table type size tablecloth, but I love the lace on this one. It's beautiful. So another like tablecloth. This one's kind of more oval, or it could be like a round or an oval shaped table runner too. This one is stunning also, with kind of some beautiful like embroidery type work and some trim around the edges, and then just some white embroidery work, and then there's kind of some cutout pieces here in the middle also. So stunning piece of linen. Next few things are kind of the same. So I do have I do have a square tablecloth, and I'm not going to open up that because I'll open up the little like napkins or placemats, whatever these are that coordinate, but I can hold this up close just so you can see the crocheted edges and the embroidery work on that. I do love this one also. So these look like little napkins, little square napkins that matched. You know, and there was several of those that she shared with me. And so again, another tablecloth and then some little napkins to share. I'm just going to hold up because you can kind of see it's kind of like Battenberg type lace cut work on the side of the napkin. So I'm just going to hold that part up. I'm not going to open it up, but she had like 4 of those to share with me, which I love these. I definitely use this style in my crafting. And then she had like a tablecloth that kind of matched it, and I'll do my best to open it up a little ways so you can kind of see how gorgeous this is in person. So this was a square shaped tablecloth, and again, I can't get it all on camera. This is just half of it because it'll open up. But you can just see the gorgeous Battenberg lace on this, and there's a little bit of embroidery also. But there's the Battenberg lace that is just stunning. So that goes all the way around the edges, and then in the middle, it's also around kind of the same patterns around the inside of it. So beautiful, beautiful piece. I always feel blessed when my mom says that that Joanne's been cleaning and she has stuff for me. So this was definitely a fun haul to go through, and Joanne gifted it to me. So again, another tablecloth with some cut work and napkins to match. So here's the little napkins. With the cute little flowers in the middle. So several of those. And then here is the tablecloth that matched that. And this one's a little bit bigger, and so this one's going to be really tough to hold on camera. So I'm just going to hold up kind of the side of it here so you can kind of check out the details. But it's stunning. And then again, kind of the same patterning in the middle with the different embroidery work and the little doily crochet work on these ones. So next I'm going to get into a couple of other colored things that she sent. So here's like a little placemat that she sent. Isn't that stunning with the sheer material and like the machine embroidery work? I do know that Joanne likes blue, and so she has a lot of blue stuff in her house currently. I believe their house is also blue, but she also decorated in blue. So she had the placemat. There is a square tablecloth that matches, and another tablecloth. Here is another like couple, I'm not quite sure if these are just like dresser scarves or like little like flower pot holders, but kind of the sheer material. And this one I almost felt like if you did some like embroidery work or stitching, you could almost use this to do that. So there was two of those, and then a large tablecloth that matched, and I'll just show you the edge of the tablecloth. Again, it's a big square shaped tablecloth. And that's kind of what the edging looks like. But another gorgeous piece. I mean, this one I think is pristine. It doesn't even look like she even used it on anything. And then she also sent another tablecloth. Like I said, this was kind of the bags that just kept on giving. This almost looks like quilted work, like it was quilted on. And I'm not going to open that up. This one's a little bit larger of a tablecloth, but I will show you the cute little napkins that matched it. And again, that looked like it was hand done. And I know Joanne does, I believe she does quilt, so this could have actually maybe been something that she did. I'm not quite sure, but it's kind of some pretty little fall colors on that one. And then again, another tablecloth in blue with flowers on it. And there's also some cut work. I'll try and open it up a little bit so you can see this one. I have seen this one, and I actually do have a couple napkins already in my stash that match this one very well. I have napkins like this in my stash. So I believe this was something that she probably bought in the US. But here is the napkins, and they're just gorgeous. So those will be fun to use. And like I said, the whole tablecloth does match those napkins. And this one does, the tablecloth has been used. It does have some staining on it. But again, you know, we're crafters and we like to repurpose and reuse things. So that won't be any big deal for me to be able to use that on something. So I have a few more like little sheer table coverings that she gifted me with, you know, like machine embroidery work on them. But are these not stunning? I mean, wouldn't they be fun to create little pockets on journals, on different fabric and lace projects? So again, that was kind of a nice little square tablecloth. Hopefully that shows up for you guys on camera. And then another kind of sheer colored one. Again, another tablecloth. Let me see if I can open it up so you can see see the corner of it. But again, I believe it's machine embroidery. I don't know. This one's probably US bought because it looks like it's in English and not in Italian. But very, very pretty. And this one, I believe she must have bought when she was abroad, just because of the labeling on the tag is in a different language. But again, this is just a square tablecloth, and here it's sheer in the middle with the navy blue, and then the little navy blue edging. So I love that. And this one didn't look like it had hardly ever been used, so it's like pristine condition. Another one similar to the last one that I showed you, and again, I believe she bought this one when she was abroad. Another sheer covering tablecloth, but this one has like gold on it. And it is stunning. And this one of these had, maybe it's the next one I'm going to show you guys. It still had the tag on it from when she bought it. So I don't think she used these very often. Yeah, here's this one, and this one had the tag on it. So, as you can see, you know, it's in another language, so I presume it's Italian. But this one's very similar to that navy blue one, but it's in this kind of off-white pretty color. So some of these, like this one, I think is going to be hard to cut up and use on anything, just because it is such pristine condition. Told my husband we might need to go buy a square table for me to have, so I can like change it out and put on different table coverings. And here was another sheer one, very similar but different patterning in the middle. And a few more little tablecloths to share with you guys. These are ones have the cut work and flowers on them. Like I said, she did love blue, so this is just gorgeous. I'm going to see if my mother-in-law, she likes blue also, to see if she has a little card table, because I could see her putting something like this or this next one in her decorating, because my mother-in-law decorates in blue also. But I just wanted to show you these pretty little tablecloths, and some of these, like I said, don't have any staining on them. So, and then here was this one, which I loved, this one with the flowers on it. Just stunning. Again, these are like square tablecloths, and this one had the cut work also in the middle right here. This one's more of, I believe this one was machine embroidered also. And this one, let me open it up just a little bit so you can kind of get kind of an overall picture of this one. So the edges had this beautiful work on it, and then there's this trim that goes through the middle, and then in each corner there is like these little daisy type flowers, and then of course a flower in the middle of it. So love that one also. And then here was some more napkins that have been hand stitched on these ones. And I believe those ones maybe matched this tablecloth, because this one was also hand stitched. So you can kind of check out that one. This one just had the work just kind of in the middle that repeated itself. But I thought that these napkins matched that. Then here's another like store-bought one. This one was fun because there was tassels in the sides. And there was the cut work right here along with the machine embroidery. And then part of it was also sheer. So it kind of went back and forth between solid and sheer on this one. So here's another gorgeous cut work piece with like crocheted edging on it. So it was almost like someone purchased this and then they went ahead and added the crochet edging to it. Because it looked like it wasn't machine done, so, but I'm not 100% sure on that. But again, another gorgeous piece of linen. This next set kind of matches. There's placemats, I believe, and maybe a table runner. So I'm just going to show you the one, and then also like a card table size tablecloth. And so here is the table runner, and this was hand stitched again, so the pretty little stitching around the edges and a little flower image there, a couple little flowers in the middle. And like I said, there was tablecloths and the larger table covering. Another little set that she shared with me, and I'm just going to show you just the little placemat with the pretty little flowers. This one could be used as like a linen and lace book cover. I also like to use these types of placemats. You can make kind of some fun little like envelope pouches if the flowers line up right. So that one you'd maybe have to play with it, like maybe right there, that one would work to create a little envelope pouch for something. And there was the tablecloth that matched it. And another beautiful tablecloth, which I'm not going to open up all the way. Again, it's, you know, rectangle shaped, but this one had the little work through the middle, and I think this one is just machine done. Then here's another little pretty one, little tablecloth. Just going to show you the edging on that one. And this one is lined on the back side, so that's really pretty on that one. I think that one might have some staining on it, so that one I wouldn't feel guilty about cutting up if I decided to use it for something. Then the one more pile and then we're done. The bags were kind of like the gift that just kept on giving. It's like I kept on pulling stuff out of. My mom just brought 2 big paper bags and it was just chocked full of all this stuff. And so this is just some pretty little like lace table coverings. And there was a few of those, and they're kind of the same patterning on those. And there's kind of this style also. You know, either it was a large placemat or a table scarf or something like that on that one. This was the one that I just showed you right here, so no need to open up that one. Here's another little like lace doily oval shaped one. Very pretty. And another like oval shaped lace dress or scarf. I'm not going to open up that one. That one's kind of just basic lace on that one. And then here's like a curtain with pears on it. One of those lace curtains. Another tablecloth, and this one was hand stitched. And I'll just show you kind of the pretty little blue stitching in the corner on this one. Very pretty. And I want to say that Joanne probably did all these. She has beautiful stitching. When you look at the back side, it almost looks perfect on the back side, almost as good as the front. So she's a pretty good stitcher. And this one was really pretty. This was actually kind of in a snowflake. It's another like table covering. And it was kind of snowflake shaped. I don't know. I won't probably be able to show that on camera, but you get the kind of get the idea. It had all the little like flakes on the edges, and then there was a big snowflake in the middle. So that one was really fun. And then kind of a basic kind of lace table covering. Again, this is like a square one, like a card table sized one. But I thought that one was really pretty. That one does have staining on that one. So I'd probably reuse that one somehow. And then the last little pile, I'm almost done. So sorry, this is going to be a really long video. This one was stained a lot darker than these, so I'm not quite sure what happened with that. But they all match, so I'll maybe just open up this one, which is just kind of a little, again, just a little decorative piece here with the flower in the middle of it. That's the back side. So here's the front side. And so the little tablecloths and placemats and everything kind of match that one. But I thought that was really pretty also. And again, since there's some staining, I wouldn't feel guilty about cutting this one up either and using the pieces on things. So again, I wanted to thank everybody so much for watching today. I'm just kind of curious, like, what types of things do you guys like to make with your linens when you purchase them? I mean, I like to use them in my journals, and also those little like folded like little envelope pouches. But I'm just kind of looking for some other ideas now that I have this huge stash that Joanne was so kind to share with me. What other types of things you guys enjoy making with your linens. So if you guys want to share that below in the comments, that would be wonderful. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day and happy crafting.